Forged from the love of liberty in the fires of hope and prayer, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land. We pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
Heavenly Father, we come before you at the start of this new day, giving thanks for life, for health, and the opportunity to serve through this station. We ask for your divine presence to guide us in all we do. Bless this broadcast, that it may be a source of inspiration, joy, and unity to all who tune in. Whether near or far, may our words uplift, our music heal, and our message bring light to those who need it most. We pray for our listeners wherever they may be. Grant them strength for the day ahead, peace in their hearts, and success in all they put their hands to. Cover those traveling with your protection and those at home with your comfort and provision. Lord, may everything we do bring honor to you and be a blessing to others. Guide our steps, bless our efforts, and let this station be a vessel of positivity and hope. In your name we pray. Amen.
Your voice, your soundtrack, your station. New Era TT Radio, Net Radio.
I need a stress reliever, 2 drinks in my hand and a girl in the middle. That's the one we need to find, the middle, for the sake of peace of mind. So the middle of the road is where you'll find me and my friend and them, because we work so hard all week. We deserve a party. We deserve it. Say we deserve it. Yeah, we deserve it. Tell all your friend and them, tell all the girl and them, bring all your friend and them, and let's get it started.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good Friday morning to you. Welcome. Cheers to the weekend. It is finally here. We work whole week so hard. We deserve a party. And guess what? We're going to have a party. Good morning, everybody. Trinidad and Tobago, good morning. Neighbors in the Caribbean, good morning. Friends, family all around the globe, good day to you. And thank you so much for being with us here on New Era TT Radio. It's Net Radio, taking you above and beyond. As always, I want to say much thanks to the Heavenly Father for bringing us together for another day. Everything that we do, dear God, let it be a blessing unto you. People, I'm yours truly, Sir Charles, in your company, and happy am I to be here with you each and every day. As we welcome you, this is the Get Up and Go. Welcome everybody to the Breakfast Show.
Wake up, it's a brand new dawn. The Breakfast Show got the vibes turned on. From Maracas Bay to the Savannah line, let's start the day in Caribbean prime. Good vibes rolling through the air. The Breakfast Show, energy everywhere. We talk, we laugh, we make you think. Grab your doubles or your morning drink.
It's a Friday, baby! Yes, it does! Your weekend starts right here! Are you ready? Somebody come on, let's do this. Here we go. Come on, yeah.
It's Friday! You know we love a Friday on the Breakfast Show, and that's what it is. Good morning to our listeners and viewers wherever you are across the planet. Of course, we're broadcasting to you live out of Trinidad and Tobago, and we know you're watching us on Gaia Caribbean, in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean, and on YouTube and Facebook around the planet. Wherever you are, a big good morning to you, and of course, a good morning to my co-host, Manuel and Sir Charles. Good morning, guys.
We deserve a party. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the weekend, everybody.
I actually enjoyed that start to the morning. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, Sir Charles. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. And good morning, listeners and viewers all over the globe. Have we got a program lined up for you today? It's going to tickle your fancy. It's going to jog your memory. It's going to provoke your sensibilities. It's going to do every single thing this morning. But most of all, it's going to be enjoyable. You're going to laugh and laugh and laugh. And you know, we have Charmaine, who's, I don't know, I haven't met somebody who laughs as much as Charmaine. You know, she laughs and laughs and laughs and laughs. She is going to laugh today, Charmaine. You don't want to miss. As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward to your vote today too, right? But let me just say happy birthday to Adele Wilshire. She is celebrating her birthday today. Her husband celebrated her birthday 2 days ago. So he was the 8th, that's Robert. Adele is the 10th. I'm going to use Adele and Robert's story a bit to fashion a poll, to give a story and fashion a poll today, right? I'll tell you about it a little later. Happy birthday also to the Jennifer Folk, Renee Thomas, Carl Ryan, Castelina Abraham, Sonia Azaria, Diane Taylor, and of course, Sankofa and his twin brother they are celebrating birthdays today. So happy birthday to Sankofa and his twin brother. Anybody else, we'll get it in the chat, all right?
But we should say happy birthday to Steve Khan.
Steve is tomorrow. Yes. So early happy birthday to Steve Khan.
Early happy birthday to Steve Khan.
His birthday is tomorrow, the 11th. Oh, I have another birthday. What the hell I do with it? Is it Dexter? Cordis. Dexter Cordis is Pearl Cordis' son. Stacey Ann's brother. He is celebrating his birthday today. I saw Stacey Ann yesterday when I went out the road. And she gave me his name. I think it's Dexter Cordis. He is celebrating his birthday today. All right? And I'm sure his family will treat him extra special because guess what? He's a Libran born October. Or October born Libran. That's what I should say. An October born Libran. You don't get better than that?
You do, you know.
All right.
Yeah, it is. You take food stamps, right? Unbelievable. Mooching off the government, but you drive a sports car. Nice. Thank you so much for letting me borrow your car again and watching him. No problem. You've been through a lot, and I'm so happy to help. Anything to help while you're trying to get back on your feet. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye. Bye.
What is this guy doing? This guy's an idiot. Ah, get out of the way! Get out of the way! Learn to drive! About time! Are you drunk? Learn to drive, idiot!
I'm very sorry. We tried everything that we could. I'll give you a moment.
How am I going to tell the kids?
That video tugs at your heartstring every time I see it.
Yeah. That needs some explanation too, eh?
Yeah, it tugs at
So
your heart.
what really went on there? I kind of missed part of it.
Sorry,
I know
my fingers clicked good news just as you asked that question.
Yeah. I just I know Richard played it for a reason because of the be kind. Just be kind to people. You know? How
You
difficult
don't know what people are going through.
Yeah.
And people judge immediately on the surface of whatever they see.
Yeah.
You know, and they just don't know you just don't know what people are going through. So just be kind.
Yeah.
You know, how difficult it is to be kind rather than being judgmental.
Yes.
Which is what a lot of people, the default position of a lot of people, I don't want to say most people, but it's trending towards most.
I suspect it's most people, Richard.
Yeah, it's to be judgmental.
Mm-hmm.
And rather than be kind.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is what we try to encourage in the chat. Some people just go off the deep end sometimes and they just go after one another. For what? You know, at the end of the day, you're involved in the best show on radio. You ain't gonna find a better show anywhere. So that's why you're here. That's why you're participating in this show. But then sometimes you all go off the deep end and start insulting one another and so on. And I say, you notice I don't even take it on anymore. I generally don't comment on it anymore because I don't want to be part of the problem. I don't want people saying, oh, when they'll go ban you, oh, when they'll go say this, oh, when they'll go say that. So I ignore you now, if you notice. Right?
But in the video, say Charles, one of them is a girl was driving a sports car and a woman says it's a nice car. And then she's using food stamps. So she said, unbelievable, you have a sports car, but you're on the government. You're taking advantage of the government, but you have a sports car.
Yes.
But she borrowed it from a friend, I guess, before, who knows that she's going through a hard time and allowed her to use a vehicle to get groceries for her and her child.
Yeah, and the friend baby was babysitting the child too.
Yeah, and the other one is that a man is being road rage of sorts, and being angry against a driver, and he is coming from the death of his wife. So he's contemplating how to tell the children. And so they're just saying, be kind. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people are going through. Just be kind. Yeah. But it's often one of the most difficult things for humans to do, to be kind. Because being unkind, it seems to be fashionable. You see it. Look at what's happening in the United States. And how other human beings are being treated. And people will say, oh, they're illegal, whatever. All of that is unnecessary crap in my mind.
Yeah.
It's other human beings and children. You're arresting children who are also U.S. citizens and all kind of crap. Be kind.
Yep.
All right, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. So I put that as the watchword in the chat today, Wendell.
I saw it. I just saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw it. The thing about it now is that Richard, you're good, because I was ready for Sir Charles to put in your sobriquet, but I can't do it now. I have to be kind. Looking for us, Sir Charles, look, watch what he's doing. He is looking to put up us, Watch.
Oh Lord, don't do that now, man.
The one.
Right.
People have been sending all different kinds of things for Richard, for me,
Yeah, I do.
To represent him.
Watch his Dr. Rowley face now. Dr. Rowley does have that look too. That dead look. No emotion in his face. You don't know what he's thinking. Richard is good at that face too.
I finally get you the final verse for the song, yes, Wendell? Yeah.
Well, look at that. Look at that.
Let's go watch your Kaiso. Is it Kaiso you're talking about the jazz?
Yeah.
Look at that. Without my assistance. It has so much to think about these days, So much. Anyway, we are here. We are in the land of the living. Condolences to those who would have lost loved ones. And as I said, happy birthday to all people who are born. Double 10. Today is 10-10. Go and play.
10-10.
Today's double 10. Something will play along them lines. And
30 o'clock.
This year is the Chinese year of the rat, isn't it? I think this year is the year of the rat, not so? If I don't know. I think it's the year of the rat. Yeah, on the Chinese calendar. All right, so let's get into. You ready to get into the chat, folks?
Yep.
All right, let's do that. Richard, something is bothering you. What is bothering you?
Nothing. No, I just got into the scrolling up actually to get to the beginning of the chat.
I ain't talking about that. You could check my round box later. We'll talk.
What?
Yeah. Something bothering you. I don't know what it is. I know you. That's like how you know me. I know you,
What you talking about?
That's like how you making a whole pile of money off of me. My life in them plates.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, you'll love our poll today then. Just for
Are you looking below the surface?
Be kind.
Be kind, Richard. Be kind.
Anyway, Valerie Mendoza came at 12:01. Good morning to the breakfast team. Suzanne Jessup says, Heavenly Father, God Almighty, God and His Son Jesus Christ. First, we all give you praises. Amen. Good morning, Sir Charles Richard Wendell. Love always from Suzanne, Suzette, and Mrs. Gemma. Margaret Thomas says, good morning, guys. Eunice Dublin. Brennan Smith also says, give thanks for all the blessings received. DL says, happy Friday to the crew, viewers and listeners. Ava Smith, happy Friday, Richard Wendell and Sir Charles. Erica Charles says, thank God for life. Maria Corina Crisco, Prime Minister of Venezuela, has been given the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize. Is that so? I thought what his name was pushing to get it. What's his name now? The orange one. Is this a fact, Erica Charles? I'm not sure. Odell Guy says, good morning, Boy Bidesi. Richard, you would know something like that, wouldn't you?
What?
Who got the Nobel Peace Prize?
And I don't know. I don't know who got it.
Well, this person is saying Maria Corina.
Is that something that came out today? I don't know.
I don't know either. You know, somebody will put it up again. Boy Bidesi from Debe, GH, Erica Charles put back the same post. Bridget Buchanan, that's the song's like a new name. Good morning, gentlemen. Was on the Tobago boat yesterday and was unable to check in for my birthday. I flew down to celebrate. All right, so belated birthday greetings to Bridget Buchanan.
Belated birthday, Bridget.
Yeah, celebrated her birthday yesterday. I did get the name right. Stacey Ann Codis, Pearl and Stacey Ann Codis from Brazil Village. Her
you know who won it? You know who won it? Sorry. Good morning, Marlon Motley. You know who won it? I'm hoping this is correct. Nobel Peace Prize 2025, Venezuela's Maria Corina Machado wins. She was going up as the opposition.
Right.
I believe.
So Erica is Erica just got the last name wrong. She said Crisco. So it's Machado.
Yeah, Machado.
Yeah.
She's the opposition leader.
Yes, the opposition leader of Venezuela. Well, right. That's what her next post also, said. All right, yeah. That's interesting. Well, that will get the orange one even further upset. Because he was all for it. He said he solved 8 wars. I solved 8 wars in 9 months. Anyway, happy birthday to Dexter Cordis. All right. His birthday is tomorrow, and also Steve Kahn's birthday is tomorrow too. All right. Marlon Motley, good morning. Carol Guevara, Robert Taylor, Felix.
Good morning, Robert.
Lyndon Williams, Felix Kazu is heading off to Tobago for the weekend. Whichever you. Rena Jennings, good morning. Michael Cadet, Sherwin and Juliet Kerr, Diane Payne, Kathy Ann Charles, and of course Arlene in Bronxville, Texas. Debbie Modeste, the winner of the very expensive bottle of wine from Rumbox. CJ from New York, grand morning, everyone. Do have a fantastic
morning, CJ.
Ingrid from Tucson, Arizona.
Good morning, Ingrid.
Donna Ramlo Chan.
Morning, Donna.
Gavin Frank from Powder Magazine. Doreen Peer. Ava Smith, wondering if Nobel Peace Prize winner opposition. All right, so look at that. Well, apparently her name is Crystal also. Because Ava Smith is also put in Crystal. Lambert Ruth
is Machado, I know her, but anyway.
Maybe it's Crystal Machado or Machado Crystal. Anne Noel from Canada, Oshawa, Canada.
Maria Corina Machado, but I don't know where they get the Crystal from.
All right, maybe she has a double barrel name.
Yeah.
Edwin Joseph says, morning guys, have a great weekend. When the liberal people are the best in the world. My birthday is on Sunday, so early birthday greetings also to Edwin Joseph. Cheryl Johnson, overcast weather in the west. Bernadette and Nelicia Yates, Alison Haynes, Andre Reno, Julia Batiste, Oliver Mann Warren, Valerie Mendoza. All right, so Carol is chatting a lot this morning. Carol, are you so? He said, Richard, why do you look so yellow? I don't know what that means. James Kamau, Manuela Peters.
I don't know if it was something with the lighting changed, but I did notice it this morning, so I was trying to adjust it just now.
Okay. Joyce Phillip, Richard Jeremiah, Donna Galen, and the ultimate DJ Shane, our bosses from time to time. Melchizedek, Dean Allen. Hi, everyone. Yes, we do not know what a person is experiencing. Far Rockaway, Robert Harper, Merle McComey, Melchizedek, Richard.
Good morning, Galen.
I didn't detect it. I detect something is bothering him. David McCarthy, New Era TT. Hey, look, New Era TT on the chat too. Jason Samuel, as a suggestion, maybe you can ask the audience to write something motivational or uplifting in the chat. Well, it's up to people. We don't want to dictate what people write, but what we want to dictate is what people shouldn't write. Well, we don't even want to dictate that actually. Florence Bazzi, Alicia Almond, De Roche, Natalie Hoyt, Helen Prescott, Magic, Slick Money Grip. Sankofa says October people. Of course, today is his birthday. He and his twin. Andrea Hiles, that's also a brand new name. Anthony Miguel, DL, all right, a lot of repeats. Nicola McNichols, repeats all the way down. Carl M. Jack, blessed morning. Michael Oliver, it's not out yet, apparently. Lawrence, yes, it's true, she won the Peace Prize. Katian Townsend, morning, Katian. Lawrence, she's a democratic activist in Venezuela. Lando, long time haven't seen that name. Lester Cradwell, Carla Hercules from Brooklyn, and all these are repeats here. Cheryl Charles says, good morning, everyone. I wonder if that's Cheryl Charles that I did. So those are all the greetings on the chat.
Okay, so let's jump in with the people on the WhatsApp. So Carlin out there in Karna just off the blocks very early. To Mr. Billy in Powder Magazine, good morning. Fifi in Addis Ababa, good morning, good afternoon to you, Fifi. Also to Kent in Laventel, Terry Ann Peters in Mova, Captain Ron out there in Orlando. Hope you're enjoying your retirement. Mahi, who is also in Orlando today, and all the best. Horatio, Mahi, have a good lunch. Horatio, good morning to you. Suzanne is also here. Ron DeSantis is here. Zena, good morning to you. Zena, I opened the message, so I didn't. Good morning to you. Slick Money Grip, good morning. And also to Pauline, who is on the chat very early this morning. Thank you all, people. And all the Gael family, good morning to you.
All right. So, as I said, today, of course, is your day. But I wanted to give all you anyway, let's just go the ads and thing. I'll give the story later. Let's pay some bills.
Pay $1 down on higher purchase plans at Furniture Plus. Enjoy fast approval, low interest rates, and up to 36 months financing. Retirees, self-employed, and permanent employees apply today. Buy now, pay later with Furniture Plus credit plans. Conditions apply.
Charm Flair Auto Services Limited, your one-stop auto repair shop. Located at number 1 Industrial Lane, Charm Flair, right opposite the brewery on the Eastern Main Road. Yes, we do it all. Repairs to all makes and models, from your everyday sedan to SUVs, light trucks, pickups, and panel vans. We're also the sole distributors of Devantry tires, certified VTS inspection station, plus a wide range of services: oil change, front end and suspension repairs, tune-ups, tire alignment, batteries, electrical work, radiator and cooling system, AC repairs, and accessories galore. We offer pickup and drop-off service too. Call us today at 662-6545 or 662-6572. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Charm Flair Auto Services Limited, number 1 Industrial Lane, Charm Flair. We do it all.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box. People can't get enough of the number 1 comedy of 2025. You don't leave foul to watch Corn. It's now at Cipriani College on Saturday the 11th of October at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday the 12th at 6:30 p.m.
Dan show is real baccaral.
Tickets available now at the usual outlets and at the Cipriani College box office from Wednesday 8th of October, 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily.
Don't play mad and miss this show, you know.
I see that show 3 times. Henna is the best.
You don't leave foul to watch Corn. The Bacchanal continues.
watch corn.
Of course, we are back on the Breakfast Show. Yeah, we are back. Of course, I'm just reminding you that your Dolly Foul to Watch Corn is on this weekend, tomorrow at 8:30 and Sunday at 6:30. Tickets available at the Cipriani College box office from 12 to 6 p.m. daily. And of course, tickets are also available at K Squared Fashions in West Mall, K Squared Fashions in East Gates, and K Squared Fashions in Brentwood Mall in Chagonet. You can also get tickets at Antoni's Florals in Valpark Shopping Plaza, Jabili Rawe in Tunapuna, Electronics in Arima for Arabians, and Sharpflair Auto Services in Sharpflair. You got it right. You can also purchase tickets online, lots of sales online. You can get tickets online at RSRR Productions Theatre on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. You can see the information in how to accomplish those sales online. But get your tickets early. I mean, tickets are already going fast. I mean, the place, I think the word of mouth for the place is spreading and spreading and spreading. And it has been a fantastic run so far. So thank you to all of the people who have been coming out and enjoying it and getting de-stressed from watching your Dolly Foul to Watch Corn.
And Lord knows we need to be de-stressed.
You understand?
So Chris Tuesday morning, Carla Hercules is wishing her brother Squaggy or Squadgy, I don't know how you pronounce that, a happy birthday. Hilary Zan joined us, and of course, Prabha Ramdial also joined us during that period. We are going to get into the headlines now of the newspapers. And today's Express, October 10th, yes, it's double 10 day. COP, that's Commissioner of Police, bear with us. NCIC confident of government funding for Diwali Nagar. Django of Auguste Simmons in West Indies T20 squad. And some of the other stories trending in the Express. Bruised baby brought dead to hospital. That's a horror story. It's a horror story because the baby apparently came in with two broken legs. Well, two casts and two legs. TNT gets OFAC license to develop Dragon gas field. Now, that is a good news, but at the same time, the government probably needs to explain because they're saying it's a new license, one negotiated by them. Then as soon as they came into power, they said the Dragon gas deal is dead. But now we're hearing this is a new deal for a 6-month period. We don't know what it is. We just wait and see. I'm tired. Not today. Aranguez man dies. Sorry? Aranguez man dies.
Go ahead. Nobody said anything. You're hearing voices.
I thought you said that. Aranguez man dies in crash by the UV traffic lights. And I always wondered about that accident because when you're approaching UV traffic lights, it almost always has traffic. Whether you're coming from the east or the west, it almost always has traffic. All you don't kill him yet, that's also a story. And man dies after falling from bridge. I don't know what that story is about either. So those are stories trending in today's Express, okay?
All right, I'll get straight to the Newsday for today. And the Newsday, the main headlines or the main trending stories. Manuel Congo illegal quarrying, cycle of raid, rebuild, resume. What? Just no. Manuel Congo illegal quarrying, cycle of raid, rebuild, resume, ended. So, okay, so they used to raid, and then they rebuild, and then they resume. So that whole cycle has now ended. What a strange way to put that trending article. But anyway, so that illegal quarrying, I saw excerpts of that on news.
Did you see the video? You saw a huge place?
Yes. I mean, so kudos to the TDPS because we need to stop illegal quarrying. PM Lee remains housing minister. 3 sex charges against man 23 dismissed. PCA, which is the Police Campaigns Authority, presents a blueprint for oversight that listens. A U.S. Air Force plane touches down at Piarco Airport. Cops and illegal quarry in Manuel Congo, 19 arrested. COP backs PM stance on MP Lee. Who's the COP? The Congress of the People, I think. Backs PM stance on MP Lee. And that's basically it in terms of the stories. The rest of it is just repeating some of those stories. Over to you on The Guardian, Sir Charles.
Okay, thank you. What's going on here?
Yeah, ready.
Yeah. No, I am just getting something. Right. So Minister Lee finds a re-arrest unsettling. Thanks supporters for prayers. Young Munilal spar over OFAC contract details. Dragon license in hand. TNT outlines terms of OFAC agreement. Acts of service eliminate lives, say Education Minister. And U.S. economist, Dragon gas license, good news for TNT. And an expert warns U.S. Grenada military deal could test CARICOM unity. Are there anything about that?
Apparently, the U.S. reached out to Grenada to allow them to land planes and so on, do something there. And the Grenada government was to get back to them. I don't know if they have gotten back to them, if they are allowing it or not. And it came on the anniversary of the Grenada, the uprising in Grenada. So, it was a kind of sensitive subject for Grenadians at the point in time, asking them to make a decision on that particular day when they would have had bad news. Such a traumatic experience.
It's to actually host personnel. So the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development has confirmed receiving a request from the United States government to temporarily install radar equipment and deploy technical personnel at Maurice Bishop International Airport. The request is being assessed by the Ministry of National Security, Legal Affairs and Foreign Affairs in technical consultations in coordination with the Grenada Airports Authority and other relevant agencies. So that's the request.
Yeah, the radar installation. Well, it would have probably meant military vehicles landing there also too. But yeah, you know what I'm just curious about quickly? That raid at the illegal quarrying, they arrest 19 people in an illegal quarry. Activity that taken place, God alone knows how long. We went in the forest the other day and picked up $314 million of coke and marijuana. We arrest nobody.
Maybe it's in progress.
You jokey today. Today's your jokey Friday.
But you did say today's a light Friday, right?
Sir Charles! I'm coming off this show. I ain't staying on this show with you again, no, Sir Charles. Sir Charles, you had the perfect opportunity to let him trump you again.
Allow him.
No!
So Charles, are you
going away from your phone? Oh my
God. Are you finished with the Guardian, Sir Charles?
Yeah. He done. So Charles
I am with
it. Papers now.
All right, so this look how Richard. Yeah. Oh, what the?
Somebody said that.
Right? Yes. This look like him, Mr. Mogi.
That was Mr. Mogi. He didn't used to open his eyes at all, The jaw cartoon, he never opened his eyes yet.
Neither the dog.
Oh Lord. Anyway, we are here on Friday. Today is your day, of course. And we have a nice light poll today. As I said. So I'll give you a kind of story, a precursor to the poll, right? I'm using two friends of mine as an example, right? They've been married 35 years, right? 35 years. In August was 35 years they got married. One born October 8th, the wife born October 10th, right? And they are inseparable as a couple. Not that they haven't had issues, One day I remember asking Adele, I say, if Robert leave you, what will you do? What you do? She said, I'm going and moving with him. She says, me, he, and the woman living together. She said, I'm not leaving him. That's what she said. She said, I'm not leaving him. 3 of we going to live together. Because let me tell you something. There are two beautiful.
You like that one, yeah? I find you took a particular joy in that. Yeah, you like that?
No, but seriously, they are two beautiful people. And you know, these couples that are almost destined to be together, and I suspect because one, they are both Librans and they born 2 days apart, right? I suspect that that has a lot to do with it, that they have found almost the perfect partner in a Libran partner. I suspect that's it. And I don't know how many people, I don't know other Libran partners. I know both of them, one on October 8th, one October 10th. You understand? So, as I said, so our question today is, can your relationship, and I'm asking this is personal to you, this will be our poll today, it's light day, right? Can your relationship survive infidelity? Will you still be remain with your partner even if you know they cheated? That's our poll today, because that's a life story. That's happening in marriages all over, whether you're born the same month or what, regardless of age difference or circumstances. There are some marriages, there are some relationships that have survived infidelity, and there's some that's it. The minute one thing happens, that's it. That's the end of that. So we want to ask you about, we don't want to ask you what you think about other people, what you think about yourself. What will you do if you find out your partner?
Yeah. I know how Scorpio is going to answer that.
What would you do personally? It is personal to you. What would you do? Would you stay or would you go? Can your, all right, no, we better do it yes or no. Can your relationship survive infidelity? Cheating, aka cheating. Yes or no? That's what we'll poll eventually, but we'll take calls for now, right? So those are voting just yet.
The poll right here, Charles. You have the poll, right?
Yeah, well, I'll craft it just.
Can your relationship survive cheating? Your relationship.
Which one do you use? Cheating, infidelity. Which one? Which one do you use? Which one you want?
Infidelity, but or you could put cheating. Everybody
Yeah,
knows. That will be. You don't have to vote now. Where people, Miguel, don't vote. Or you don't have to vote now. I mean, we'll take it, but we're taking some calls. But you know what? Vote. Go ahead and vote on it.
You want to break the 72 record, boy?
Oh yes.
You want to break that 72 record? Bad.
Oh yes. Go ahead and vote on it. Can your relationship survive cheating? Yes or no?
So we are taking your calls, and you know why we're taking your calls? Because it's your day. You can talk about whatever you want because it is Friday.
It's a Friday, baby. Your weakness starts right now. Are you ready?
Give on there a little pep in your step.
Yeah. So we have someone online. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome on this Friday morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Miss Samson, you can also call us. People, you can also call us and give us your story too.
Every league water fix on my street, they have to get paid 3 times. This was the second time they came, the blue line pelting out water. Up to now, they haven't come. We had to clog the line ourselves, and 3 weeks now I'm without water. I don't know what to do. Ministers was up on the drama the other day. Nobody doesn't come up on Water Street. What happened? They didn't have no big shot living in the back here or what?
Miss Sampson, you need to move.
I've set up all my tanks empty. Yes, when they...
You need to move. You need to move out that area. You need to move out San Fernando.
Boy, I wish I could lift up the house and carry it on another piece of land, but I can't.
All right.
Well,
I really wish I could lift it and move it on the next piece of land someplace. I too close to the city. I'm living in San Fernando to be going to do all of this. 3 weeks no water, nobody can come and reclog the line. You can't come and open the water until you're ready to come and unclog our clog and clog it, fix it the proper way. What is the problem?
Miss
All
Samson,
my tanks empty right now. The whole street suffering here for water.
Miss Samson, do like the folks in some parts of the US when they're getting older and they sell the big house and move into a smaller place, you know.
Yeah, Miss Sampson have
all the children have gone away and all that sort of thing now.
The drain in front of the house, is the water, is the bats flying in the back door, is trees in the river. No, she's not trees in the river. Guys, and the vending is the homeless. Oh, Jesus.
Good morning to you, caller.
A blessed good morning to you, Sir Charles, Richard, and Wendell. Yes, Richard, the weekend has begun.
You know it.
All right. What is the question you asked again, Wendell? Repeat that question. Let me see if I will say yes or no.
Can your relationship, yours, survive cheating?
Right. Well, yes, I have no relationship, but if I did have one, yes, it can. Because at the end of the day, you have to study yourself.
Okay, all right.
Because if you want to be with that person, and you don't know already what's going on, I just always say put Jesus in front. I know some people don't walk away. Well, I shouldn't have talk about that because when then you went through that many occasions, and I see you survive, and it's the fittest.
Okay.
I want to bring up your situation up in front, but gentlemen, you're supposed to play Mr. Magoo for Richard. Or to play it.
I edited it.
You can't just let Richard be playing him up it on top there. I send him Mr. Magoo. Send that. That's when Mr. Magoo is the resemblance of Richard. You can see everything. Look at the ball and all. You know Magoo having your hand?
Yes. All right, no problem. Yeah.
Richard has written many plays about my life, folks.
But then people know your business.
I'm telling you.
Oh my word!
Many times.
Good morning to you, caller. And people were taking their calls 281-1315 and 299-5156. All right. Good morning, Mr. Billy.
Yes, good morning to the breakfast show, three of you all there. Well done, nice show. I want to use this opportunity to pay tribute to one Marcia Henville. She passed away, was murdered some time ago. And I know this week is the anniversary of a sad passing. It was a good friend of mine. They did a lot of community work. My community benefited and other communities to come and speak, you know, to young people who have, you know, behavioral problems and things. And I just want to, you know, to have her in my memory. I know they're having a show in her honor sometime this weekend. Right? So I just wanted to let her, you know, her flag continue to fly. Because she did a lot of good work. I saw you all would have known about teaching in the media at radio programs. Marcia Henville. Rest in peace.
You worked in the same
You
place.
worked with Marcia for a period of time, Mr. Billy.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Billy, is he still there? He gone?
I think he gone.
Yeah,
okay. But we worked with Marcia for a while.
Yeah. I remember Marcia, well, I was a counselor then, and Marcia was investigating a story in the Port of Spain Corporation. And I felt Marcia walk inside this corporation with camera in tow, straight into the CEO office. Start a film. Back around in the place, yes. You know, I get blamed for that because me and Marcia working together. You know, me and that CEO was the best of friends. So,
but you know, the first time I met Marcia, she reached out to me. She had only recently come back into Trinidad, and she wanted to get into acting.
Right.
And she came to rehearsal at my home. We had a rehearsal for a play in Arima, and it was then back by me. And she came, and she came to that rehearsal and sat down. That was my introduction to Marcia. I didn't know who she was at all.
Right.
just come back into Trinidad. She wanted to get into theater because she acted in several plays.
Yes.
Beyond her investigative journalism and being a journalist and in the media, she was also an actress.
Marcia was insistent,
Yeah,
when she was going after something. She was insistent, And she and Sherma worked hand in hand for years. On the show right after, so we'd always meet her.
Yeah, we always want her. But sometimes she was on that show in the morning.
Yeah.
With sitting sometimes, I remember me and Marcia whining down to some song. We used to do all kind of things in that studio.
Raj too.
She was a gem.
But we wouldn't know Sir Charles, but tell us now.
Marcia worked with you, not so Sir Charles.
No, he talked about something else. He said, all kind of things happening in the studio, so I tell him Raj too.
I didn't know, so tell us.
We used to see the evidence of Raj show in the morning when we came.
Yes. But that's what I'm talking about. Call a good morning to you.
Screens, people on the computer screens and just getting messages.
Yes. So, Virginia, good morning.
Hello?
Virginia?
Morning show, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Stackler and Mr. Waldorf. And I must say that to the lovely lady who just called in, she beat my local version of Richard. Yeah, definitely. Good morning, Mr. Magoo. Hey, how you guys doing?
We good.
Just wanna let you know, in answer to your poll, I have an answer in 2 songs. One for the women and one for the men that will take care of everything. Very good poll there. If it's Wendell, you send that. I'm surprised. Yeah, right. Hey, you know what? For the ladies, the late great Ray Parker Jr. A woman needs love just like you do. If you think you're fooling her, she might just be fooling you. If you can do it, she can too. Great lyrics. And then, of course, for the men, well, the great mighty Sparrow, Grandpa's advice, right? The one that you love, keep her there on the side, and the one who loves you, take her straight up the aisle. Hey, I am not encouraging infidelity, but you know what? I know of couples who have that type of an open relationship. Could I do it? I'll plead the fifth. Anyway, guys, have a great.
All right. It more sound like you're inclined to do it,
I sound like I'm inclined to do it.
Yes, that's what it sounds like.
I double plead the fifth on that, Your Honor.
Yeah,
true. What I may say may incriminate me.
Yeah, Trinity the poll.
I'll answer the poll.
Yeah, okay, good. Thanks very much, Virginia. Yeah, Trinity the poll.
You can put up the poll. You can put up the poll from all now.
I think today is Michael Sherry's birthday too, Wendell.
Okay, all right. Happy birthday, Michael Sherry. Yeah. We interviewed him just before we left the other place, not so? We had him because he was an international movie, not so? He had went abroad and filmed, had a part in a movie.
But a Netflix movie,
Yes, Netflix series. Yes. All right.
With Regina Hall.
Yes. So, can your relationship survive cheating? Yes or no? All right. Some people survive for they allow it to survive, I should say, for all manner of reasons. You understand? But will you do it? Yes or no?
Yeah. And people will take their calls. They could call. Remember today's Friday. Friday, you call and you talk about all manner of stuff. Yeah. So let me ask you something away from the poll. So this new OFAC license is just for 6 months?
Yes. It's a learner's permit, they say. It's not a license.
Oh, I suppose that is just probably to see if Venezuela will open the door to you.
Well, the fact that, everything are lining up, the fact that they got this license, then the next day, the person who advocated regime change in Venezuela gets the Nobel Peace Prize. Those things aren't by accident, you know. You understand? And all things point to an imminent invasion, for want of a better word, of Venezuela. It'll be very interesting to see what's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks, you know. Very interesting.
You're getting real serious.
Yeah.
Somebody come on, let's do this. Here we go. Come on, yeah. Without you, no, baby.
If everybody danced like her, the world would be a better place.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have no doubt about that.
Caller, good morning to you.
Good morning, Wendell, Richard, and Sir Charles, the Golden Child.
Hi, Terry.
Yes, I think my marriage could survive infidelity, cheating, whatever. Even though I kind of new in it still, but I think we're strong enough so that we could discuss it and work it out.
We'll pass it. Yeah. That's good.
Are you a Scorpio?
Yes, I am, Richard. 6th of November.
You know, Scorpios is survive, you know, but it's get even.
Yes, I didn't want to see that part.
Guys.
Okay, guys.
Oh, can your relationship survive cheating? Yes or no? That's our poll this morning. We like today, but at the same time, we're real. Right?
Yeah. Good morning to you, caller.
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys going? Happy Friday.
Good morning.
Same to you, Captain Ron.
Yeah. First of all, to that question, you could put me down as yes.
You can survive it.
Depends how much you love your wife or your partner. You know. So, if there is good love, you will forgive and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm hoping that common sense prevail with most of the people down there in Trinidad with this dragon deal business, because I know this one fact about the United States. They don't go anywhere or do anything for any other country, unless there's something in it for them. All of a sudden, she came back from New York and this dragon deal thing is signed or whatever. Then C-17 Air Force airplane, U.S. Air Force airplane landed in Trinidad yesterday. I don't know if y'all are aware of it. I'm going to try and get it and send it for y'all. France decide they're going to be back in Guyana against Venezuela, so they're going to be landing down there soon. Something is about to happen or being built up, and something we need to pay attention to. Yeah. America, do not sign anything or give away anything unless there's something in it for them. That I know for a fact. So I don't know. I'm just watching something. I know Frank is in Paris is burning down right now. Nobody is falling it, but we are falling it outside here, where they're not getting what they were stealing, legally stealing from Africa all these centuries. They're not getting it anymore. So it's burning down. The new Prime Minister of France just resigned after 28 days in office, 27 days in office. They're calling for Macron to go. And it's just a lot of things happening. But anyway, pay attention, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Captain.
Have a good Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think that issue of the aircraft, I think it came to pick up the body of the U.S. Official who it is reported committed suicide. I saw that on a news clip, right? The circumstances are not clear, but America pleaded diplomatic immunity when the police went to investigate it. They said, leave it. None of all your business. Get away from here. Scrap.
Wow.
You understand? And they handled it, and they're flying the body back home of that U.S. official, right? I'm not sure if it was a soldier actually.
Wow, they hands off us in TNT.
They tell the police,
I think it was on U.S. soil.
Yes, it was on U.S. soil.
Yeah, so they will take
what
charge.
they consider U.S. soil, because the other part of the story is that it was an apartment in St. Clair. I don't know how true that is, you know.
Yeah.
But in any event, they handled it, and that was what that plane was about yesterday. I don't know if there were other planes, but that's what that plane was about yesterday.
Yeah, because that plane create quite a stir. People imaginations start to fly all over the place, you know.
Yeah. Normal thing. But there was a story also too of coming out of Point 14 that people were seeing a lot of planes passing every now and then, and they were flying low, and it was clearly military planes. I don't know if you all saw that story too. You know, but anyway, Richard, ready, lady, let me lighten it back. Hey, it's time for news.
Wait for the news and come back.
All right, we're going for the news. Keep voting on our poll. Can your relationship survive cheating?
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is Net Radio News Now.
This is News Now on New Era TT Radio and Guile Caribbean. I'm Derek. Attorney General John Jeremy has confirmed that Trinidad and Tobago has officially been granted an Office of Foreign Assets Control, or OFAC, license from the United States Treasury Department to advance the Dragon gas project with Venezuela. Jeremy made the announcement earlier today at the Office of the Attorney General and Legal Affairs, noting that the license was granted following a request submitted on May 19th by the United National Congress government. Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Besessar had signaled last week that approval was imminent, saying U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio had given the green light. This is one step in a two-step process, the Prime Minister explained. The second step involves securing our license with Venezuela. We had a 30-year license, but with recent developments, further negotiations are required. Shell remains involved in the project. Former Energy Minister Stuart Young is calling on the government to clarify details of the 6-month provisional OFAC license recently granted by the United States for the Dragon gas project. In a statement on Facebook, Young, who helped secure the original 30-year Dragon license, questioned whether Shell and the National Gas Company are permitted to make payments to Venezuela under the temporary deal. He also accused the current administration of hypocrisy for claiming confidentiality, saying the PNM government had always kept citizens informed on such matters. Young further reminded that the Dragon license under the PNM was published in the Venezuelan Gazette, despite the UNC once calling it a secret deal. He urged full transparency on the terms and commitments made to secure the new license. The arrival of a United States Air Force C-17 aircraft at Piarco International Airport on October 9th sparked speculation online, with social media users claiming it signaled a U.S. military buildup in Trinidad and Tobago for action against Venezuela. However, the U.S. Embassy confirmed the aircraft's presence was for a solemn purpose: to repatriate the body of an embassy official who had died earlier this month. In a statement, the embassy expressed gratitude to the government and people of Trinidad and Tobago for their support. After several hours on the runway, the C-17 departed Piarco on Thursday afternoon, with the official's remains on board. Police are investigating the death of a 47-day-old baby boy, Cardley Del Valle, who was pronounced dead at the Chaiwanas Health Facility on Tuesday evening. Officers responded to a report around 5 p.m. and found the infant dressed in a yellow outfit with visible bruises. His parents, a 19-year-old mother and a 33-year-old father from Ragunanan Drive, Cunupia, were present when police arrived. A doctor at the facility examined the baby and ordered a post-mortem to determine the cause of death. Police say investigations are ongoing. Police have detained 4 people in connection with the brutal chopping of 31-year-old laborer Joel Nunu Smith along Hindustan Junction Road, New Grant, on Tuesday night. Around 7:10 p.m., Smith was seated by the roadside when he was attacked by 3 people known to him, 2 men and a woman, one armed with a cutlass. Police say the suspect struck him several times before he managed to run a short distance and collapse. Officers from the Tableland police station later arrested 4 people, including 2 women. Smith was taken to the San Fernando General Hospital, where he remains in stable condition. In regional news, the Guyana government says it stands ready to extradite businessman and political leader Azruddin Mohammed and his father Nazar Shell Mohammed to the United States once an official request is made. Attorney General Anil Nandlal made the announcement on his Issues in the News program, saying Guyana is ready, willing, and able to meet its obligations under the extradition treaty with the U.S. The Mohammeds, who lead the We Invest in Nationhood (WIN) party, were recently indicted in the U.S. on fraud and money laundering charges linked to gold exports and the importation of a luxury Lamborghini. Both men deny the allegations and plan to fight any extradition request, claiming political persecution. But Nandlal dismissed that claim as nonsensical, noting the charges span from 2017 to 2024, covering 2 Guyanese and 2 American administrations. Finally, in international news, world leaders are welcoming news that Israel and Hamas have agreed to the first phase of a Gaza peace plan. The deal includes the release of Israeli hostages and Palestinian prisoners, a withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza, and the entry of humanitarian aid into the territory. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called it a great day for Israel, thanking U.S. President Donald Trump and his team for what he described as a sacred mission to free hostages. Hamas said the negotiations were responsible and serious, urging Trump and guarantor states to ensure Israel fully honors the deal. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas also welcomed the move, saying he hopes it marks the start of a lasting political solution and the creation of an independent Palestinian state. And that's news at this time.
That was news now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio, Net Radio.
Your mid-morning just got better. Join Sir Charles for the mid-morning mix and mingle, where good music, real talk, health, and family matters come together, and your voice is heard. Whether you're at work, on the go, or just taking a break, this is the perfect mix to keep you engaged, informed, and entertained. The mid-morning mix and mingle, weekdays, 9 a.m. to 12 noon on New Era TT Radio, Net Radio.
Mornings just got better. You're locked into Net Radio Breakfast Show, fueling your day with the best music and real talk.
Show me your flag, hey, all of the rock, no. Show me the flag, They promote and find a venue that the nation is allowed one with 20 Titanic, 3 jumbo jet and 40 cow can fit. But once they can sell that they make them cancel the function. Don't cancel your function. We rock your party with a 1,000 rock, 1,000 flag, 1,000 rock, 1,000 flag, 1,000 gal, 1,000 man. Jumping like a 1,000 man. Everybody jump and wave. Show me a 1,000 and just show me a 1,000 and yeah, we have your party dancing by the 1,000, rock by the 1,000, touching by the 1,000, towel by the 1,000, people running by the 1,000, standing by the 1,000, jumping by the 1,000, jumping by the 1,000. Last year and them boys threw a party in a room. I did get sale and them wasn't good. The weather wasn't good neither. I never did think about that. All I know I was eager to find myself on a stage in front of people like a preacher. Promoter, owner of the venue and the groundsman, security bartenders, the patron and the songman. When they calculate, they only get about 1,000, but don't cancel the function. We rock your party with a 1,000 rock, 1,000 flag, 1,000 rock, 1,000 flag, 1,000 gal, 1,000 man. Jump up like a 1,000 man. Everybody jump and wave. Show me a 1,000 and just show me a 1,000 and we come to have your party jumping by the 1,000, rock by the 1,000, towel by the 1,000, flag by the 1,000, running by the 1,000, whining by the 1,000, climbing by the 1,000, running by the 1,000. My mother did buy me a green Adidas sneaker. She never know she buy Legacy. I never know either. All I know I see super blue climbing on a stick. Can't tell I'm a little friend and them I want to repeat that. The opportunity come up and me and let it fly past. I call out Cleaver Road, Maturita Road and the bypass. When we reach the venue, Lord, this was only dry grass. Pigs pull out a white flag and start to wave it like a 1,000 rock, 1,000 flag, 1,000 rock, 1,000 flag, 1,000 gal, 1,000 man. Jumping in a 1,000 man. Everybody jump and wave and show me a 1,000 and you should have seen this big band. You could have swear was people jumping by the 1,000, flag by the 1,000, rock by the 1,000, towel by the 1,000, people running by the 1,000, whining by the 1,000.
Rise up, it's the Net Radio Breakfast Show, bringing you the energy, music and vibes to start your day right.
No.
Show me the flag them.
Show me the flag them. Show me the rag them. Everything in the sky. Everybody, good morning to you once again. If you're just joining us, thank you very much for being here. This is New Era TT Radio. It's Net Radio. Taking you above and beyond. We just ended inside hour number 2, the 7 o'clock hour. I want to say thanks to the folks out there on Gael TV. Thank you very much for being here with us, all right? Of course, remember we stream all day, every day, and as we go into the weekend, when we are finished with the talk, the DJs take over all weekend to provide you with good music, right? So you can pick us up on newerattradio.com, New Era TT Radio on TuneIn. Get us on your Google and Alexa devices, yeah? So continue to vote on the poll. Can your relationship survive infidelity/cheating? Yes or no first, and then you can put your comments after, right? And of course, we will be back in a short here on The Breakfast Show.
Don't miss Furniture Plus Inventory Blowout Sale. Get up to 65% off in-store and online. Enjoy massive savings on furniture, appliances, and more. Hurry, this deal won't last. Shop now. Save big at Furniture Plus.
Charmflair Auto Services Limited, your one-stop auto repair shop. Located at number 1 Industrial Lane, Charmflair, right opposite the brewery on the Eastern Main Road. Yes, we do it all. Repairs to all makes and models, from your everyday sedan to SUVs, light trucks, pickups, and panel vans. We're also the sole distributors of Davanti tires, certified VTS inspection station, plus a wide range of services: oil change, front end and suspension repairs, tune-ups, tire alignment, batteries, electrical work, radiator and cooling system, AC repairs, and accessories galore. We offer pickup and drop-off service too. Call us today at 662-6545 or 662-6572. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Charmflair Auto Services Limited, number 1 Industrial Lane, Charmflair. We do it all.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
People can't get enough of the number 1 comedy of 2025. You don't need file to watch Corn. It's now at Cipriani College on Saturday the 11th of October at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday the 12th at 6:30 p.m.
Dan show is real baccarat.
Tickets available now at the usual outlets and at the Cipriani College box office from Wednesday 8th of October, 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily.
Don't play mad and miss this show, you know.
I see that show 3 times. Henna is the best.
You don't need file to watch Corn. The Bacchanal continues.
To watch corn.
Come on, let's shoot us. Here we go. Come on, yeah.
Friday. All right. So, of course, we're now getting into our poll results.
You know, if I didn't watch this show, if I knew nothing about this show, and somebody told me, hey, they have 3 guys in the morning on net radio doing a show, check it out. You know, I would walk into the show and never leave. I would be spreading the gospel of the breakfast show.
You're being very objective now, right?
I'd be going on street corners and ringing up. I might offend some people. Oh dear Lord. I need to more church.
You're looking to make some money.
We look at the break records today, people. Come on, you need to vote on this poll. Can your relationship survive cheating? If your partner is to cheat on you and you find out, can that relationship last? Okay, whether it's a formal relationship or an informal relationship, right? Can it last? Yes or no? We want honest answers, and we're speaking about you, not any other relationship, right? We're speaking about your relationship. Can it last? And I'm so looking forward to some names on this chat. Let's go. You ready?
Why are you looking forward to some names on the chat, Wendell?
I want to see. I want to muckle. Because I know some things about some people already, yeah? So there you go. You ready?
Yeah. All right.
Miguel Gonzalez says no. Estelita Sampson, that is Miss Sampson from Vista Bella, say hell no, they will dip again. What do you mean dip again? Dip what? Sampson, I want to explain. What do you think she mean by dip again?
They will go again. That's what she said.
No, but she said dip. She didn't say they will do it again. You know? She said
yeah,
dip
well,
again.
But she mean like if they're here and they dip outside and you forget and you move on, they're going to dip again.
What is dip? Dip what?
Yes, you go back. Nice machine.
You're gonna get along without you, babe. Dean Allen says, Wendell, that very light, yes, that sounded like it could put man permission and people involved, or put man and people in vulnerable place. So Dean Allen is not answering. I don't blame you, no boy. Robert Taylor said yes if she's a millionaire, but that'll come. Hilary Zahn says no. Carla Hercules, no. Marlon Motley, no. Margaret Thomas, yes. DL, no way. That's sorry?
Go ahead, sorry. Something came up on my phone.
All right. DL says no way. That's the only thing I would never try to work out. Slick Money Grip says no. CJ from New York, no. But she did say, she did laugh when Richard said we could survive, but we'll get even. Eunice Dublin, no. Ava Smith, no. Even if it's for better or worse. Classic Brother, no. Miss Mendoza is asking for Lincoln. Beauty Culture, no. Florence Bazi, no. Never did like cheaters. 62 years, never married, alone up to today. Okay. Diane Payne says no. Brent Hackshaw, no. Carol Guevara. All right, she didn't vote there. Ruku Rao, we saw all Wendell business in the road. I put it there. Services. Okay. Bernadette Yates says yes. Rena Jennings says in answer to the poll, I say yes, forgive wholeheartedly and let love heal. Gregory Boyer, yes, would sacrifice my pride for my children. Good morning, gentlemen. Kazim Mohammed, no. Joanne Tull. Okay, she's talking about the movie with Michael Cherry. Joyce Phillip, no. Melchizedek, yes. Relationships are not cast in stone. Carol Guevara. Biznat Prasad, hi, good morning. CJ Ilarizan, yes. My wife says yes to the poll. Okay, so Ilarizan himself voted no, but Ilarizan voted on behalf of his wife say yes. All right? CJ
Beautiful.
from New York, I agree with you. Magic says yes. Prabha Ramdial gives a testimony here, said no way, more so as she was pregnant, I guess that's the person her better half cheated on, told him to take everything and go. Took 10 years to get over, but it was the best decision ever. I found my independence, didn't look back, but never me again. Interesting, Prabha. Well, all kudos to you. Derek Billwin, yes. Melchizedek, quite true, Wendell, the government. Okay, that's go far. Just a nice guy, not easily. Well, that's not an answer.
Put it down as a no.
All right. Michael Cadet says yes, depends on your other half. Raymond didn't vote. Joseph Clement, yes. Derek, okay, they're chatting about OFAC here. James Kamau, no. Ron DeSantis Jr. says yes, true love is more than just hugging and kissing. That's true. Where are the other votes? Joyce, okay, where are the other votes? No votes on the poll here. Marlene Saunders Sobers, no. Suzanne Jessup, yes. Suzette didn't vote. I think no, Suzette actually called in and said yes. Trini in Boston, no. And Suzette Jessup, yes. Michael Robinson, no. Andrea, no. Alan Reese, no. Claire Lendor Rollins, no. And Nicola McNichols, no. So, Charles, what do you have?
All right. So, Mr. Billy says no. I'm moving on. Judith in Tobago says no. And Brenda in Pinal says yes. Terry and Peter says yes. Some other people don't. Kenwin says no. Linda says no. I didn't get a vote from Linda also. Yeah, very few people on the WhatsApp today.
Everybody afraid.
Yeah.
They're afraid.
Yeah.
They are afraid.
Yeah, and that is what I have here, Richard. Sorry about it.
Richard,
you have any more about that?
You took off your light or something? Why are you looking so cloudy?
Oh, that's probably the
sun coming in, the rays.
Sun coming in, yeah.
Yeah, I have that problem. I had to put a black thing there today. A black cloth. Yeah. All right. So those are our votes. Tiebreaker. Some could
would you stay?
All right. So our poll this morning: Can your relationship survive infidelity or cheating? We had 47 people voting on the poll this morning. Didn't break the record, Wendell. Mm-hmm. We had 47 people voting on the poll this morning. Of the 47 people, 31 of you said, hell no, it cannot survive. And 16 of you said, well, yeah, yes, it can. So 16 said yes, and 31 people said a resounding no, it will not survive. So we know where most people's thoughts are on this matter. It's a resounding no. That's it for our poll this morning. The poll is now done.
All right. So we can go back to the lines and take some calls. You could talk about anything today. Today's your day. So we're not restricting it to anything light. You could talk heavy, you could talk light, you could talk anything. All right?
So before we go back there, what I want to find, because yesterday I wanted to go on a little rant, so I held it back when Gary came. I want to keep Gary waiting. Richard, as far as you are aware, right, when it comes to warranty on products, so I bought a product, right, UPS, which is what is called uninterrupted power supply. So if the electricity dips here, it's supposed to keep the station up and running and stuff. It has the manufacturers give it a 1-year warranty, and the battery in it a few weeks ago, I realized that the electricity dip anything cut off. So I checked to see what's going on with it, realizing that every time I plug it in, leave it to charge, pull it out, it's just dying immediately. So I took it back to where I bought it in El Seco Road there by Steve's Electronics. And they are telling me I had to purchase the battery because they don't have, they only give a 1 month warranty on the batteries for it. Now the two, and it's carrying 2 batteries, so those batteries, and I'd spend $500 to buy the 2 batteries now, and all they're telling me is that they only have a 1 month warranty on it, but the manufacturer is saying in the warranty, when you buy from the date of purchase from the purchaser, they give you a 1 year warranty on it. Can a company do something like that? Because there was never any written anything on the bill or anything. They never even said that to me, that when I bought the product, that if the battery goes or if anything happened, you have a 1 month warranty on it. It's not written on the bill, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that is strange that it's not written on the bill.
On the bill, yeah.
Yeah, usually some people would have generic bills that say at the back all electronic items or battery-oriented items may have a warranty of 1 year. They may not specifically say what you bought, but they may have a general warranty clause. But Trinidad and Tobago is not sophisticated in its consumer legislation. So let me preface my answer by saying that, Charles. So manufacturers' warranties may not really hold water until you have legislation that enforces that what a manufacturer's warranty is, that any distributor here will have to honor that warranty if you're selling the product. That doesn't hold. So they can have a different warranty to the manufacturer's warranty. Otherwise, you'll have to go to the manufacturer themselves. So the manufacturer themselves, you could probably shoot an email to them and say, look, this is what happened. I bought it. This is my bill. Can you honor your warranty, even though I'm in Trinidad and Tobago, and send me the batteries or whatever. You could try that. They should have told you, well, I mean, I would generally always ask, whether it's on a bill or not, I generally, when I buy something like that, I would always ask, what's your warranty? But best practice is that they should put it on the bill so that you would have been aware of the information of a month. I don't know how much, I assume it's beyond a month now. I'm not so sure how much you could do because the consumer liaison officers will try to bridge it. I mean, Steve could have, from a business point of view and good relations, could have said, okay, well, you're over a month. I don't know how much over the month you are. We will honor.
It was 6 months now.
Oh, it's 6 months. So that's why they probably a little reluctant. But I would still shoot an email to the manufacturer to say, well, look, this is what happened. It has not been charging. Can you honor the batteries at least, because the local distributor is giving me a year on the battery. But with the consumer office, the consumer liaison officers will try to intercede to see if they can get the batteries for you, but
you ain't getting nothing back.
It's a 50-50. Yeah. I mean, Steve is pretty reputable.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta go to the owner.
Yeah, so speaking to the higher ups in Steve might give you the relief you seek. Because they're pretty reputable distributor. They're not a fly-by-night company. They're ones that generally stand by their products. So that's how I would approach it.
Yeah, well,
as I said, the legislation itself. I remember let me tell you something, Sir Charles. Maybe about 15 years ago or more, I was part of a committee that were looking at reviewing the consumer legislation in Trinidad and Tobago, including enforcing things like if you sell something, you should be able to service it. You should have parts. You should have access to parts. Or a comprehensive legislation.
Nothing.
Because in Trinidad and everything takes forever. Forever to accomplish anything that will be of immense value to citizens.
And I can tell you one time, according to the type of receipt you get, take a photo of it, because those receipts fade very quickly.
Yeah.
Take a photo of it or photocopy of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I realized that, so I had to do that with the bill, because like the bill they gave me a written bill, but for the replacement batteries they give me this chit kind of thing. You know, so with the information. So I said, let me take a picture of this, because this might fade at some point in time.
Yeah. Well, I know Price Smart usually tells you photocopy the bill.
Yeah, Price Smart is how I should put, very observant. Even when you're walking out without getting it stamped, the person at the door always tell you need to go back and get the stamp by that.
You get the warranty.
Yeah.
And they will often tell you at the warranty counter, photocopy the bill because the bill fades, especially if it's a long warranty. I mean, if it's a warranty for a month, but if it's like for 2 years or 3 years, whatever it is, they'll tell you get it photocopied so that it.
Well, let me give you my latest Flow rant. Of course, I now have internet after 2 days. Flow came to me on Tuesday to change my system here, to give me a more updated system. They came, they met internet, they met everything working good. When the guy left, nothing working. And I have been calling Flow over and over. I've been on the phone. You know, one survey I did an online survey. Because they boldface enough to send you how was our service, and so I responded and I put negative for almost everything. You know, they call me based on the survey. So we are calling you based on the survey you sent in. I say, oh, so that's what they're calling on. I said, I still don't have internet. Oh, we will fix it. So they eventually came. They called me back. You know, it was a wire. The guy who came Tuesday put back in a wire in the wrong place, out in the box, out in the yard. That's what he did. So they sent someone else, and he went checked it out. He said, but all it needs is the wire go back in the correct place. I said, you serious? All they have me without internet, without TV, anything for 2 days because of a wire put back in the wrong place. I saw they joking, man. Anyway, they called and apologized. They said they'll give me a rebate. I'm waiting to see what the rebate is.
Yeah, because like I was wondering, you know, besides, well, I did send the email to the company. I haven't heard from them as yet. But I was wondering what consumer affairs will, if they're able to help in a situation like that, because if you are selling a product, and I mean, when I open the box, I see my warranty and everything. I say, well, right, you know, I have a 1-year warranty on the product, and they are you something goes wrong, and now they're telling you, no, their warranty is only 5 months, and they never indicated that, which I find is very unethical of Steve's. I mean, and I know Steve since it was on Backchain Street, because I grew up in that area, you know. But
so they reduced the actual warranty of the thing from a year to a month.
No, they're saying, but their warranty is for
Yeah, sometimes the warranty for the manufacturer's warranty and the Trinidad and Tobago warranty is not necessarily the same.
Yeah, the Trinidad and Tobago warranty at Steve's.
You're now reach. You're 21. You're old in this game. You're supposed to know that.
Me, I buy things from Furniture Plus. That's where I buy my stuff. I would buy electronics from. Most times I travel and buy what I want. To be brutally honest with you, I generally don't buy stuff here because the price of it too. My God, I rather take my risk, because when I buy it abroad, like in a Best Buy or something, they say you have to follow this thing for a warranty. I say, yeah, what? I'm traveling. Forget that. I don't want it, because if it's bad, I just throw it away. That's what I do. Sorry.
Right. Any other people? So we take your calls, 281-1315 or 299-5156. Right. Good morning to you, caller.
My answer is yes.
The answer is yes. The answer.
Nice to know. Good to know.
That's it, caller.
No, but the person have a testimony, man. Do you can't run somebody who in a position like that, Richard?
I said good to know. I didn't say how I from saying good to know.
No, but you're hearing the hurt in that person's voice.
Caller, are you still there? Caller, are you still there?
That person must be going through hell or heaven.
Yeah. But he said yes. Yeah, the hurt in the voice.
Yeah. When that person saying yes, and maybe they're being forced to say yes. You never know, Richard.
But maybe it's your customer service in Trinidad is a thing. I had gotten, the gasket on my fridge. It was the fridge particularly was given trouble with the gasket because when some air getting in, I call a company in Arima. Well, they were in Arima. I didn't know they were in Arima. When I text them to come and do it, they came instantly when there. They came in a couple of hours. All right. And it was like, I can't remember how much it was, over $1,000 to change the gasket. Came instantly the same day. And they said, if any problems, they will come back. So there was a problem. Can't see them. Can't see them. And the text man said technician will come at 4. Never come. I said, but the technician never came. And unresponsive. So I left a review. But I leave a Google review. So I give them a 1 star. And I say they were very quick to come, but they were very lackadaisical about the after service. And they told me, and I asked Sir Charles, I said, is there a warranty to what you're putting in? And if there are any problems, are you going to come back? I asked that before I engage the service. And they said, yes, of course, they will honor it and stuff. And they were recommended to me by some other people. The same name of the appliance fridge, but just add boy to it. And I'm like, no, sorry. After you're unresponsive to me, after I sent 3 or 4 messages, that is it. I blocked you, I done. You're obviously not a company that stands for anything.
All right, caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sir Charles.
Hey, Dabity.
Good morning, Wang. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning.
I'm picking up warranties. 2 months ago, I purchased an electronic item. And I did not know when they told me the price, but it was on sale. And I said, yes, I counted the money. And when I went to the cashier, she said, plus, she said, do you want a written warranty? But I didn't know I have to answer that question and say, so you don't have a warranty? I have to pay for my own warranty? Because she said they wanted for 1 year or 2 years. I said, you have to pay? So I had to pay extra money, to get a warranty.
Sometimes you have to pay for an extended warranty.
I didn't know you had to pay for a warranty. I thought that was part of the thing. So I take it still. I say, well, look at that. You know something? The extra money that I paid for the warranty was the money that I was trying to save from the item.
Yeah. We'll come back up to the same thing.
These people are something else, well, shocking, but I think that is the norm now. That's what somebody told me because I haven't purchased something for a while. Anyway, on my topic today, did they have, was there postcard news conference yesterday? And it's nothing live or recorded? You all know anything?
What was interesting, Ms. Dabadi, was that the Attorney General was announcing about the license instead of the Minister of Energy. That was interesting.
Well, yeah, but that's what I saw. And I saw the Prime Minister next to him. So I said, so wait now, there's no postcard because, the lineup, there's the lining up behind the Prime Minister who has to speak first, second, third. So I was wondering if I missed something now. But the Attorney General is now the Minister of Energy as well as the Attorney General, as well as the police, because the Anti-Corruption Bureau, well, Richard, you answer that question. It has gone from the Commissioner's office to the Attorney General's office. And I heard Gary Griffith say yesterday, why if it was in the police, and by the police, it was becoming too political. But we're going now, not in the hands of politicians. So what difference does it make? I would like to know that question, please. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, thank you very much, Dabity.
I don't like how they're treating Dr. Munilal. They had an energy meeting in the UN the other day. They talk about Dr. Munilal was absent. Now with this license issue, Dr. Munilal not leading the... I don't understand what's going on there. Something is brewing there that we don't know about.
Yeah, but Dr. Munilal is not a regular run-of-the-mill pushover politician,
He's not, which is I think they're provoking him. I think
maybe the man must have had other things doing it. But Trin City is here. Trin City, good morning.
Yeah, morning. Wendell, Steve Khan.
Morning.
Steve Khan, happy birthday, Steve Khan.
Yeah, happy birthday to Steve, man.
Raghuban Singh.
Yeah.
This matter of cheating.
Right
now, people divorcing for just a simple stoops. Yeah, sir. Cheating don't happen just for people. I don't believe people are cheating. People just so when they're right.
You talk, Mr. Patrick.
Go ahead, Mr. Patrick. Tell us, what do you think?
I don't think people are divorced for stoops. They're divorced for something that sounds like a stoop.
Yes, because I know people who in a solid relationship and because of some conflict, some argument, something, the man walk out the house and he go anywhere and next thing is divorce. I see them things going on right now, right now, all them things going on right now. So cheating is something that is happy because of lack of something. And it's not sex. Most of the time, people talk about sex, not sex. It's affection, it's care, it's being concerned. And another thing, another woman has to realize right now, you see how you're talking to men? A lot of men are taking no kind of rude talk from women. They're done with that.
Men cheat because they can. Women cheat because they want.
No, really, that's not true.
Like that.
I deal with a lot of people. I see people cheating with people. Just, I ask them what happened. They say, well, they fall out of love.
That happens.
Yeah.
They fall out of love in the relationship.
Yeah.
People, sometimes people too busy. This job, we're working. Everybody has no time for nobody. So a lot of people cheat for different reasons. But there are people who are naturally cheaters.
They must cheat for sport.
So maybe Mr. Patrick, who you married is not actually a soulmate, and you meet your soulmate but accidentally bounce into them on Charlotte Street.
I mean, all that has happened. Mr. Patrick, thanks much.
But most relationships don't survive after cheating. They don't survive.
You know much people meet their soulmate in the
I am not. I'm going to say anyway. Bernard gave all them a story. All you go get. All you get at the end of October.
Hold this story. Yeah. It's coming. Hello, good morning to your caller. Oh, yeah. Morning, caller. Go ahead.
I'm trying for the longest while to get some clarity with this dragon deal situation. I want to know how would this dragon deal benefit the U.S., Venezuela, and Trinidad? How is it going to benefit these countries? Also, I think it's trying to wrap my mind around.
Well, Trinidad gets obviously the benefit. Venezuela, of course, if they can monetize the gas, because Trinidad is more equipped to monetize it. And of course, which companies you think are doing it? It's American companies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the nexus there. It's American companies that are actually doing it.
About this is that also what I want to wrap my mind around is, or to get some clarity on it. If the U.S. invade Venezuela, what does Trinidad and Tobago stand to gain or benefit?
Regime change.
No,
a regime that will be amicable to them.
Because if that happens, it means Trinidad and Tobago would be in imminent danger. And we cannot defend ourselves because one simple ballistic missile wouldn't take 5 seconds to leave Venezuela and reach here. What would be our position?
But we are not fighting with Venezuela.
All of us, following this thing, and we are.
Yeah, but so caller, wait, hold on, caller. So are you expecting that the U.S., if they enter into a conflict with Venezuela and they are fighting with Venezuela will just be pelting missiles all over the place at other persons who are not in the fight?
No, but Venezuela will see Trinidad as the one who instigated it and consider them
We
as
instigated
enemies
it.
because
We didn't carry no ship in the Gulf.
no, you don't want to carry a ship in the Gulf.
Especially if we give US the permission to launch off from here.
And it's the same thing would happen to Grenada. Once Grenada accedes to the US wishes, Venezuela will see them as an enemy. If the US invades Venezuela, Venezuela is not going to lie down or roll over and play dead to the US.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
we
I am not
discussed all
getting
this.
clarity on these things from anybody in position.
Yeah.
Only can help me with that.
Nah.
Yeah, well, only the government can explain.
Thanks very much. Yeah.
Yeah, only the government in a position to explain the situation, you know. We're gonna try to get an energy expert next week to talk about this. What are the implications? What are the positives? What are the negatives? All these manner of things. We're gonna try to get an energy expert. Sorry?
But according to one of the international news agencies, the new authorization granted on Wednesday by the U.S. Treasury is structured in 3 stages, with the first stage allowing Trinidad and Shell to negotiate the project with Venezuela and PDVSA through April 2026, but making mandatory the inclusion of U.S. companies in the development. So if you wanted the U.S. connection, that's why.
Yeah.
You have to hit commercial targets for U.S. companies. We don't think those targets are hard to meet. They are reasonable, Attorney General John Jeremy said at a press conference. He declined to disclose the license's financial terms. Previous U.S. authorizations to Dragon have banned any cash payments to Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's government. BP did not immediately reply to requests for comment. Shell said Trinidad was the license holder, so it referred questions to the government. The U.S. State Department in late September said Washington supported Trinidad's Dragon gas proposal and would make sure it would not provide significant benefit to Maduro's administration. Dragon has proven reserves of some 4.2 trillion cubic feet, making it one of the largest deposits of natural gas in Venezuela and a possible future source of income. With insufficient reserves and output, Trinidad needs the gas to feed its revenue-generating industries from LNG to petrochemicals. So that's an international news agency following up on the story, Reuters.
Excellent. Good morning, caller.
Oh, God, Mr. Charles.
Morning, Mr.
To get on here?
Yeah, but
the money running out of my phone.
Think of it like your first girlfriend that you had to wait long for.
But yeah, I wait long for my wife, you know.
Yes.
It's 6 years we together now.
Well, you see, it was worth it.
6 days, Mr. God.
6 years. When there, brother?
I good. You're my hero there. 6 years. You're
my hero? Are you a hero?
Yeah, you see.
Yeah. Hey, when I want to ask that question, I talk about you play cricket. I on this politics, I'm fed up now. At my age, I just trying to live. Because who used to play with?
In hardball cricket, I played with Sweet Revenge and I played with Sporting Club.
Well, who was
and Harvard. I trained in Harvard. I was in Harvard school. Harvard school.
Around what time, so?
What, sorry?
Around what time?
Mr. Grant, I'm plenty younger than you. So it had to be, you must have been, you would have been a big hardback man already when I playing cricket.
Well, listen, because I played with Compton since 1958.
No, they can't put one there quite on there.
Anyhow, so Charles, actually the guy spoiler calypso for me. Whoa, that is going on pertaining to what's going on with this government here now and Venezuela. It's a very good calypso. You hear, so Charles?
Yeah. All right. Okay. I ain't finding it yet, Mr. Grant.
On your other question this morning, I and the wife together for 6 years in 1965. So cheating or catching is what to say?
Be careful, you don't make 60 already.
It's part of life, eh? It's part of life, eh?
Don't make it breakfast for she before I leave the house.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I'm going to have a nice weekend.
Yeah.
The foot.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right, okay, no problem. Yeah, you don't make 60. We want to make sure you make 61. No answer that.
Some interesting times are ahead with this Dragon Gas /US /Venezuela /Trinidad and Tobago. And now they drag pro Grenada into it. My God, Grenada must be saying, why would they have to ask me anything? Just do all your thing now. You know? But Grenada, of course, is what, 100 miles off the coast of Venezuela too. They're pretty close. So they must be saying, Lord, why me? Why me? Paul Young, Deacon Mitchell, he could start to look like an old man overnight. Why me? Why the dragon Grenada into it? But the South America is, that's how they are. They will get what they want. They will go after what they want, and especially under a president like President Trump, they're going hard. Just know they're going hard.
Yeah. Well, hear what one person says here, Wendell. His father always told them to divide his heart in, or his or her heart in half. One part for love, one part for disappointment.
Well, I don't know if you know the story of the vows that you take for better, for worse, for richer, or for poorer. But just don't let the four of them meet.
Kola, good morning to you.
Yeah.
Princess Stone, good morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
I want to comment on two issues and maybe a two thereafter. The issue that you mentioned, Sir Charles, about Trinidad and Tobago not being involved in any altercation between the US and Venezuela is not really correct, in the sense that our Prime Minister labeled Mr. Maduro as a drug trafficker. As a fact, even before the bounty was raised to 50 million. And since then, we have US warships here, and we have them taking action against Venezuelan vessels, taking lives too, against international law. Even the Europeans wouldn't speak about it in the manner as our Prime Minister have, if you look at the international responses. And therefore, we are culpable in that whole situation, whether we like it or not. And the comment by Mr. Young that three hands have to clap is very relevant, because it's unlikely that Mr. Maduro will agree to anything under the circumstances. And therefore, we are very much involved. I don't know if we are involved more than we are, or more than there appears to be, because we have heard reports from the southwestern peninsula that unidentified flying objects were seen in the area. But that's another matter. But that's just on that. Now, I really wanted to comment on the status of the PNM, where people would say that the leader of the PNM at present is weak. Now, I was never a real fan of the present leader of the PNM. Not that I had anything against her, but I beg to differ with that. As I watch them evolve, I feel that the comment that Potong's back at every car that passes is relevant, because increasingly I see the former ministers or people in positions of authority in the PNM making comments, relevant comments, strong relevant comments. And to me, the quiet leader is appearing to be stronger. To me, once you could articulate, you could drive from the back seat then. You don't necessarily have to be out there, like say how Dr. Rowley was, or Mr. Manning. And even when Mr. Manning was out front, Dr. Rowley was really the person backing most of the time, you know. So I feel that in that context, it might be new to Trinidad and Tobago politics, but it mightn't be that bad in the long run. Taking into consideration that it's hardly likely that she would vacate that position between now and the next election. And I was speaking to a relative of her who kind of resemble a lot. That's how the conversation started. And she was a bit concerned about her quiet nature. But I gave her the reassurance that I am kind of trying to give people know that mightn't be such a bad thing, you know. Now, in respect to the situation about marriages and relationships and infidelity, I believe that generally women are more inclined to forgive, unlike men, because men have an ego more than women, and therefore we tend to say, nah, I ain't taking that, you know, that kind of thing, you know. So that it would vary, I think, you know. But sometimes longevity might give you a different view of that as opposed to when you're younger. I will leave it there.
All right. Yeah.
Horn me, but don't leave me.
Don't leave me. I believe more men are inclined to be more forgiving.
What?
Yeah.
You get that?
And move on.
Woman, that's tolerate a lot, you know.
I think in situations that most women just hold on to those hurt and can't move past it and that sort of thing. I think most men are able
to. They're not gonna forget it for sure.
Yeah.
You know, but nah, women will probably forgive, but they might do like them Scorpios and them get even, and that's where the bacchanal start. That's where the real problems start. Because that man can't handle that the way they think the woman could handle it. That is why we had so many cases of domestic violence and spousal murders and things. That is why. It's because of that, you know. Mostly because of that, you know. And when man saying, what if I can hire, nobody can hire? If that ain't demonic, I don't know what is.
Hi, good morning to you, caller. Miss Sampson.
Some people shouldn't be in love, that's what you're saying.
Basically.
Good morning, Charlie. I want to tell Wendell, forget the rebate. And the Consumer Affairs Office, they need to shut that down. Don't expect to get any result from that office.
Okay.
I'm listening to you.
No, that we were listening to you, Miss Sampson. So yeah, you can forget the Consumer Affairs.
I want to know who's going to be paying the piper after they finish with this dragon deal. Because when they can't pay back whosoever, everybody will be owning a piece of this place just now. Because they're begging here, begging there, and who paying back what?
But we've been begging for a long time.
I would like to know.
Begging in our start, Miss Sampson. We begging a long time.
Yeah, let me tell all you something.
Yeah.
You're not begging, we're negotiating.
Sounds much.
You know,
you're not begging, we're negotiating. Yeah. There's a difference.
But here what is these situations, PNM people only block all ears, all they might like what I want to say. These are the situations when they come up that is going to be pissed with the PNM. That the PNM would have done all this work, brought us to this point. You understand? Know that they are best in government, despite all what people say. They are best to run this country in terms of looking after every single person, right? And they are best in terms of diplomacy and all these things. And just give away power. Give it away. Mess up the leadership exchange. Call an early election. And turn off your supporters so much that they ain't going to vote. And then you're coming to tell me all kind of stupid stuff. I want to hear some of them. That is what I was getting vexed for.
Oh, good. You know what? I just had to do some adjustment on the fourth verse there, you know.
That is what I was getting vexed.
Richard?
Get it right down in the end there. Get it right. So that this country, because this country would, all what happened, all what promised to be happening, would have been better suited with a PNM government. I don't care what nobody say. I have no problem with some of the people in the UNC, you know. Some of them are my friends, as you all know. But I vex. So
well, then
posting every day now, Dr. Rowley posting every day now, Well, come off social media.
And Mr. Input was right then. You understand?
You see, don't even call that name in for me.
He was right. They make stupid mistakes.
Don't even call that name because he was part of the stupid.
Well, yes, he was part of it.
The biggest mistake the PNM make is putting him back there. Look, I want to have a good weekend. I'm going to Rumbox now, and I'm going to just sip to you, boy, and chill out.
All right, okay. We're going for the news and come back, right, Richard?
Yes, we are.
Oh, let's spoil my Friday.
Let me go and write that part before I forget.
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is Net Radio News Now.
This is News Now on New Era TT Radio and Guile Caribbean. I'm Derek. Attorney General John Jeremy has confirmed that Trinidad and Tobago has officially been granted an Office of Foreign Assets Control, or OFAC, license from the United States Treasury Department to advance the Dragon gas project with Venezuela. Jeremy made the announcement earlier today at the Office of the Attorney General and Legal Affairs, noting that the license was granted following a request submitted on May 19th by the United National Congress government. Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar had signaled last week that approval was imminent, saying U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio had given the green light. This is one step in a two-step process, the Prime Minister explained. The second step involves securing our license with Venezuela. We had a 30-year license, but with recent developments, further negotiations are required. Shell remains involved in the project. Former Energy Minister Stuart Young is calling on the government to clarify details of the 6-month provisional OFAC license recently granted by the United States for the Dragon gas project. In a statement on Facebook, Young, who helped secure the original 30-year Dragon license, questioned whether Shell and the National Gas Company are permitted to make payments to Venezuela under the temporary deal. He also accused the current administration of hypocrisy for claiming confidentiality, saying the PNM government had always kept citizens informed on such matters. Young further reminded that the Dragon license under the PNM was published in the Venezuelan Gazette, despite the UNC once calling it a secret deal. He urged full transparency on the terms and commitments made to secure the new license. The arrival of a United States Air Force C-17 aircraft at Piarco International Airport on October 9th sparked speculation online, with social media users claiming it signaled a U.S. military buildup in Trinidad and Tobago for action against Venezuela. However, the U.S. Embassy confirmed the aircraft's presence was for a solemn purpose: to repatriate the body of an embassy official who had died earlier this month. In a statement, the embassy expressed gratitude to the government and people of Trinidad and Tobago for their support. After several hours on the runway, the C-17 departed Piarco on Thursday afternoon, with the official's remains on board. Police are investigating the death of a 47-day-old baby boy, Cardley Del Valle, who was pronounced dead at the Chaiwanas Health Facility on Tuesday evening. Officers responded to a report around 5 p.m. and found the infant dressed in a yellow outfit with visible bruises. His parents, a 19-year-old mother and a 33-year-old father from Ragunanan Drive, Cunupia, were present when police arrived. A doctor at the facility examined the baby and ordered a post-mortem to determine the cause of death. Police say investigations are ongoing. Police have detained 4 people in connection with the brutal chopping of 31-year-old laborer Joel Nunu Smith along Hindustan Junction Road, New Grant, on Tuesday night. Around 7:10 p.m., Smith was seated by the roadside when he was attacked by 3 people known to him, 2 men and a woman, one armed with a cutlass. Police say the suspect struck him several times before he managed to run a short distance and collapse. Officers from the Tableland police station later arrested 4 people, including 2 women. Smith was taken to the San Fernando General Hospital, where he remains in stable condition. In regional news, the Guyana government says it stands ready to extradite businessman and political leader Azruddin Mohammed and his father Nazar Shell Mohammed to the United States once an official request is made. Attorney General Anil Nandlal made the announcement on his Issues in the News program, saying Guyana is ready, willing, and able to meet its obligations under the extradition treaty with the U.S. The Mohammeds, who lead the We Invest in Nationhood, WIN, party were recently indicted in the U.S. on fraud and money laundering charges linked to gold exports and the importation of a luxury Lamborghini. Both men deny the allegations and plan to fight any extradition request, claiming political persecution. But Nandlal dismissed that claim as nonsensical, noting the charges span from 2017 to 2024, covering 2 Guyanese and 2 American administrations. Finally, in international news, world leaders are welcoming news that Israel and Hamas have agreed to the first phase of a Gaza peace plan. The deal includes the release of Israeli hostages and Palestinian prisoners, a withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza, and the entry of humanitarian aid into the territory. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called it a great day for Israel, thanking U.S. President Donald Trump and his team for what he described as a sacred mission to free hostages. Hamas said the negotiations were responsible and serious, urging Trump and guarantor states to ensure Israel fully honors the deal. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas also welcomed the move, saying he hopes it marks the start of a lasting political solution and the creation of an independent Palestinian state. And that's news at this time.
That was news now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio, Net Radio.
Pay $1 down on higher purchase plans at Furniture Plus. Enjoy fast approval, low interest rates, and up to 36 months financing. Retirees, self-employed, and permanent employees apply today. Buy now, pay later with Furniture Plus credit plans. Conditions apply.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
Charmflair Auto Services Limited, your one-stop auto repair shop, located at number 1 Industrial Lane, Charmflair, right opposite the brewery on the Eastern Main Road. Yes, we do it all. Repairs to all makes and models, from your everyday sedan to SUVs, light trucks, pickups, and panel vans. We're also the sole distributors of Devantry tires, certified VTS inspection station, plus a wide range of services: oil change, front end and suspension repairs, tune-ups, tire alignment, batteries, electrical work, radiator and cooling system, AC repairs, and accessories galore. We offer pickup and drop-off service too. Call us today at 662-6545 or 662-6572. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Charmflair Auto Services Limited, number 1 Industrial Lane, Charmflair. We do it all.
Don't miss Furniture Plus Inventory Blowout Sale. Get up to 65% off in-store and online. Enjoy massive savings on furniture, appliances, and more. Hurry, this deal won't last. Shop now and save big at Furniture Plus.
People can't get enough of the #1 comedy of 2025. You don't need file to watch Corn. It's now at Cipriani College on Saturday the 11th of October at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday the 12th at 6:30 p.m.
Dan show is real bacchanal.
Tickets available now at the usual outlets and at the Cipriani College box office from Wednesday 8th of October, 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily.
Don't play mad and miss this show, you know.
I see that show 3 times. Kenna is the best.
You don't need file to watch Corn. The bacchanal continues.
To watch Corn.
Of course, your only foul to watch Corn is on this weekend, as in tomorrow at 8:30 and Sunday at 6:30. If you have any stress in your life whatsoever, you need to come to this play. It will rejuvenate you. Of course, tickets available at the Cipriani College box office from 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily, and at K Squared Fashions, West Mall, East Gates, and Brentwood Mall. Jabini Rao in Chinapuna, Alextronics, for those of you in Arima, at Alextronics in Arima, Antoni's Florals in Valpark Shopping Plaza, and Sharpler Auto Services in Sharpler. You can also purchase your tickets online. Check RSRR Productions Theatre on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for more information concerning that. We're so looking forward to the play this weekend at Cipriani College. We're having so much fun doing this play. I must admit, we're having a fun time, and audiences are having an even better time. So don't miss it.
Guys,
Sorry.
Wendell, just before you go, somebody sent me something of a short video, about 3 minutes, about it's a eulogy, and apparently this guy died, and his wife is giving the eulogy as to how she went through this whole situation of infidelity, and she says she's a Christian, and she didn't want him to go and rent like in hotel and other spaces and things, so she allowed him to bring the woman home by her, and she gave him a room. So apparently he had plenty space in the house, so she gave him a room. He brought the woman eventually had twins, and yeah,
she killed him.
Seriously, you know.
No, but she killed him.
I don't know if she killed him. She said the man was. She mentioned that he was a very good-looking man, you know. So anybody would want him.
And you have a kind of envious tone, Sir Charles. I just putting it out there. You know, I find your tone have a kind of envy in it that coming through.
Almost like if
how my tone have an envy?
Like he want that kind of situation and arrangement. It have that undertone. Yeah, it have that undertone.
It's sounds so.
Yeah.
You're right there, Sir Charles.
Yeah. I don't know how I get undertone all of a sudden. Yeah.
Nobody forced you to bring up that story.
No, well, the listener share the story with me.
Nice guy saying recent statistics show that women cheat more than men. They just keep quiet when they do. Is that true? I don't know
if it's true.
You know.
It might be folklore.
The women cheat? Absolutely. The men cheat? Absolutely.
As I said, men cheat because they can. Women cheat because they want.
Well, maybe it might be at time as time progressed too, because things that women would have done and settled for in years gone by, they are not settling and doing now. So when they were more inside and taking care of children and being good wives, now that they have their own money and their own business and their own cars, they're doing what they want.
You know what's the real problem?
Might sound like everything connected to your life, so Sir Charles.
I'm just telling you about reality.
You know what?
I think I don't talk about this thing. Yes.
You know what happens though is when people cheat when they think the other person is cheating. You understand? They have no evidence. They just think the other person is cheating and they go and cheat. That's where the bacchanal does really start. That's what breaks up a lot of relationships. Because
I had a friend that wrote a book on that,
I ain't doing nothing but you thinking I cheated. You understand? And you go on and cheat. And you know for yourself you didn't cheat.
Yeah, that is the echo in the horn.
And if that sound like me, it probably is.
that is the echo in the horn. I was sending you a copy of the book that T.W. Hornbird wrote about that whole system.
Mary, there's no book with somebody saying his name is Hornbird.
But that was his real name, but you know what I mean? That was his.
Richard, give us a little insight into you now.
Single people don't have those problems.
I'm single.
Single people don't have those problems. You're single now, but single people don't have those problems. Cheat, what? No.
That is what is make you single.
Such is life.
You can do what you want.
Such is life. Falling in love is the risky thing. You know, like a lot, like hard, like plenty. See the love? That had trouble written all over it. I should know.
But sometimes you're good, you're killing romanticism across the planet. Sometimes love is beautiful. Don't judge your whole planet on your experiences when you know, don't be cynical about love.
I should have shaved today. I'm now watching my face.
All right, this is where we wrap it up on the breakfast show for this week. So, of course, we'll speak to you bright and early on Monday morning. But, you know, have a fantastic weekend, whatever you do. And you should be going to the theater this weekend. And you don't leave out to watch Corner Cipriani College. That's where the hell you should be going. So have a fantastic weekend. Remember to smile and laugh. It's great for your health. It's Friday. The weekend has begun. So put a smile on your face. Whatever you're going through, it's the weekend.
Absolutely. Folks, have an absolutely wonderful weekend. Be careful on the nation's roads. Look out for the young ones. Remember to let go and let God. You've only got one life, so live it.
And New Era TT Radio continues on newerattradio.com and on TuneIn. So lots of content for the rest of the day. It's Friday, people.
It's a Friday, baby. Your weakest us right here. Are you ready?
I ain't have enough cooler for that one.
Wake up, it's a brand new dawn. The breakfast show got the vibes turned on. From Maracas Bay to the Savannah line. Let's start the day in Caribbean prime. Oh, good vibes rolling through the air. The breakfast show and